Hey guys, before we begin, just wanted to remind you, I am going to be making custom renders for every single episode of this season, at least. You can check them out on my DeviantArt in the link in the description. I will release them a day after the YouTube release of the death battles. They won't be there immediately. But with that, let's jump right in. Hello everyone and everywhere, whoever was or will be, I'm Red Runner. I'm joined by Hyper Starman once again, and Phantom Falcon.
I wanted this shit for so much. I love this matchup so much.
Oh yeah, by the way...
you have shit taste for hating it.
By the way, I was very reserved in the last video, going to be reserved again for the majority. Don't exactly like this matchup. I think it'll be a good episode. These two, on the other hand, like everything about it, from what I understand.
At first, when I made my top 10 list, it was my number 5. But then now that it's actually reviewed, I think it went up to my 3rd most wanted. I love this matchup.
I didn't care.
I'm so happy
I didn't care for it when it was first came up, but because of you and Booyah and other people,
I got you to watch a glorified hentai.
Shut up. But yes, because of you and Booyah, they made me like Kill and Shadow when I didn't really have much interest or dislike them, and
you made an AMV.
Yes,
Link
I did.
In the description below, maybe.
Speaking of links in the description, speaking of links in the description, obviously anyone who's seen my top 10, I would have preferred if Shadow fought Vincent. At this point, with this battle happening, never gonna happen.
Bad.
Nah.
Bad matchup.
We've been over this. At worst, they have like the same number of connections.
No, they don't.
We've been over. Whatever.
Look,
I will
Phantom,
fight you over this.
You got your episode. You got your episode. There's no need for this.
My episode have fucking Brandon and Therewolf in it. I'm very excited.
It'll be. And yeah, everything I've seen about the episode points to it being pretty good. Despite not having seen it yet. But either way, I'm just saying. Vincent's literally not happening at this point.
Good.
You have no reason to hate the matchup other than the fact that I hate Ryuko versus Shadow, which is fair.
Okay, fine. Let me say this: it's tolerable, but I would say I prefer multiple other Shadow ideas.
All right. Yeah, fair enough.
Anyway,
you guys can talk about the matchup in slight detail because we've already been recording for 2.5 minutes.
Ryuko died, and that's on Pog.
Oh yeah, I didn't even get to that part. Huh, weird.
Basically, blah 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 blah. Ryuko and base fucking continental, while base Shadow is at least multi-continent to planet level. Kisaragi is the whole feat has been in contention because Cyber joked about her being a mass murderer. She did it, and now people are actually questioning it because of other reasons, including that. And but even then, she'd only be small planet to planet, and Super Shadow is bare minimum large planet level. And if you really want to dig Ryuko's grave even bigger, universal.
Yeah.
And that's that. And
so,
Kill If makes Ryuko universal, but that's a dream version of Ryuko specifically, so it's not applicable.
Yeah.
And even then, Solaris go burr, and Hacks go burr.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you want to give Ryuko stuff like that game, Shadow just has stuff that could get him even higher. Anyway.
At worst match, and he just still hacks this. And Blitz, I don't know Blitz, but he still hacks this to shit and has time stop.
Yeah.
So basically, Ryuko has absolutely no chance of winning this, and this is such in Shadow's favor. And well, yeah, he kind of deserves it after getting losing 2 times in the past.
I'm rooting Ryuko, but with 2 T's. I would be very much happy with Shadow winning because he deserves it, and it's a decade-long circle, a decade-long redemption arc. He needs it. But if Ryuko wins, I will pop off, even though she has literally a -% chance of winning. Still.
Yeah.
Very much pop off.
Yeah, fair enough. And I mean, I'll have a negative pop off.
Yeah.
I'll just give you an idea. You remember how much Hyper popped off when Broly won? I'll probably be like that, except more.
No, I get what you mean. I'm just saying, I would be the negative version of that. I'd go in the opposite direction.
Unbased, watch Kill Kill. It's good, by the way.
Yeah, I'm the only one here who has
second favorite anime, personally.
It's good. It is good. I didn't expect to like it, but I did. It's good.
Anyway. Yeah, I guess it's not up to us. It's up to these guys. We might get it right. We might get it wrong. I don't know.
We're gonna get it right. Shut the fuck up. There's no.
We're literally gonna get it right.
Let's start our
like
show.
I know you say.
Wait, what? The card game is back.
Based.
It's never gonna be in Europe.
Never. Well, I mean, yeah. Don't got anything to add. Card game. This is the same as before. Pretty well.
I like it. I
pretty well
made.
made.
I think it's fun.
Card game. I have the card game. Haven't played it, honestly.
That's fair.
I haven't gotten it either.
Let's see this.
Imagine having friends.
Edgelords.
Shush.
Yeah, they just stopped having the thing. I don't know what to call it.
They both may be try-hard incarnate, but when the chips are down, who is the deadliest edgelord of them all?
God damn it.
Analyze their weapons, armor,
I'll let it slide because that's probably the first thing that comes to mind.
Oh, that is definitely.
Ooh, purple sword and scissor blade.
Grandfather to the Dr. Eggman we all know had a problem. His granddaughter, Maria, was dying, succumbing
Maria.
to a disease
Explosion.
Why'd you say that?
When the government contacted him to build the ultimate life form, he figured its DNA could cure Maria no problem. So he took the job, and by studying the infinite power of Chaos Emeralds with some alien assistance, he made the one and only Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow with a gun.
Did the government commission him, or was it Hot Topic?
Favorite anime.
Yes, they included it. Good.
But I think that's all they're including.
Sort of
Probably.
makes sense, as certain reptiles have regenerative tissue, but then he went from this to a hedgehog.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta heal fast.
Hedgehog, squirrel, or whatever, Will. All that matters is he's super badass looking, super badass sounding, and is super powered by chaos. Literally.
Shadow's powers are directly tied to those
And
of the miracle
Boomster's
gems
like, chaos, like my wife.
He can tap into their
Stop.
power
Like my wife.
similar to his blue blur rival. Likely for this
Speaking of
very
which, when
reason,
are we ever
he
gonna
actually
pick
possesses
up on
many
that
of the
dad
same abilities
plot
as
line
Sonic.
for
If I see
Boomstick?
the time, I guess soon.
So fast he can almost outrun a
Okay,
black
Lightspeed.
hole.
All right.
There we go.
Well, that was really fast for them to mention that,
But
so
unlike his blue buddy, Shadow's not afraid to get serious.
probably
and
gonna
bust
get a
out
little
some
bit
laughs.
He
more
killed
this
him with a
time.
gun.
Why use a spin attack when you've got a goddamn gun? Or a sword as big as you?
Exactly.
He's used some of the
That's
same
hype when he
power-ups
plays
that Sonic's
Doom.
picked up, like heat barriers and
yes.
lightning shields. But he
Yeah,
also
Doom
has
actually
some
added
unique
DLC where
all
there's a
of
bunch
his
of
own.
enemies that do like a spin dash attack like Sonic, and I was like, huh. Okay.
And also let him fly, kind of. He's even got
Kind of.
some gear attached that lets him attack at the speed of light.
However, all of
Inamuta.
these abilities
Well,
and equipment are mere
actually-
accessories to Shadow's power.
Yeah,
The might
yes.
of chaos
Actually-
itself.
Yeah,
Even without
he's
that
already
on hand,
faster
Shadow summons
than
similar
Ryuko.
power, manifesting attacks like Black Tornado, Chaos Blast, or the deadly Chaos Spear.
But even though they totally asked for Dark Jerry to
Preview
meet
ends.
Shadow, the feds got spooked and tried to shut down the project. And that's when things went bad. Like, really bad.
Could you imagine?
Shadow was
Jesus.
successfully
Jeez.
sealed away
God.
in the crossfire.
Did they actually
Was
show that in the
lost.
cartoon?
Maria.
I don't think so. I think they cut away right there, even like that edit of the gunshot.
Yeah.
I think was
Jesus.
theirs.
Memories and a need for revenge against all humanity. Where do you think we're ever gonna find a scientist who doesn't go totally bonkers?
No,
I mean, what about me?
no.
Okay.
Well, since Maria was Shadow's only real friend, revenge seemed like a good idea, which was a serious problem considering just how powerful he is.
He can teleport, slow down, or even stop time.
Oh, the kick.
My opinion versus
Just
your
like any
opinion.
teenage boy, he's got some serious mood swings he doesn't like to talk about.
Which can actually affect his abilities.
Oh, they
With
actually
negative
did include
emotion,
it.
His raw power intensifies.
Oh.
With positive
I'm surprised they
emotion, he
included
gains
this, to
Oh,
be
the Dark
honest.
Shadow thing? The Dark Shadow
When it
thing?
comes down to
The
it,
hero
government
and
may have
Dark
the
Shadow
right to
forms.
Shadow
Oh,
possesses
interesting.
so much
They actually
power,
mentioned
even
it.
he can't always control it.
Chaos powers are crazy. Sonic once used all 7 of the Chaos Emeralds.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh,
wow,
there you
I'm
go.
gonna win.
Oh, there you go.
Chaos energy he can release at once. When he does
So good
remove
to know
them,
that
what he
they're
loses in
doing this.
control is made up for by a massive increase in power, enough to match that of a whole Chaos Emerald. What are you looking
I
at?
love that scene 06.
Do you have a ring on your robot arm?
It was gift.
Cool. Well, good luck with that. All the
What?
rings I've given out to people always get sent back eventually. Anyway, Spiky
I'm
is so
confused
powerful,
now.
He teleported an entire space
Probably
Yeah.
Chaos
and
Emerald?
a giant
I don't know.
asteroid.
I don't
Plus,
get it.
he's held back this huge space plant monster.
And of course, tapping into the power of additional Chaos Emeralds increases his power to unbelievable heights.
By doing a tango with all 7, he can turn into Super Shadow. Now, without power rings, this form can't stick around for more than a full minute. But while he's golden, he's got super enhanced abilities, is basically invulnerable, and he can fly.
Base Shadow's not only survived being shot out of a cannon, but he's just as tough as Sonic, who survived the space station Death Egg exploding right in front of him. Most impressively,
Okay.
as Super Shadow, he and Supersonic were fired into planet Aquarius, obliterating it.
They're
This would
treating
take
Sonic X
over
like it's a
whole exaton
canon
of
thing, but
TNT.
yeah, just whatever.
Exotons.
All this happened because
Exotons.
after 50
Okay.
Yeah.
years of Shadow being trapped,
Wait, oh,
man himself
did they
released
misspell
him
it?
to conquer the world. Sonic and
Yeah.
crew had to stop
Damn.
him from
Suck.
destroying all mankind, but
Ouch.
really, he's so fast he'd wreck anyone's shit before they'd notice.
Shadow has dodged gunfire and destroyed enemies without being seen, but his light speed attacks are stated as being exactly that, light speed. Almost 3 million meters per second.
So Shadow's super
There you go,
strong.
exaggerating.
He's a formidable enemy to just about anyone.
Lucky for our heroes, they inspired Shadow to regain his memories of Maria, who actually wanted him to protect humanity.
Maria.
instead of, you know, destroy it.
He
Yeah,
may have suffered,
random
but he'll always
comment,
be the
but
edgy hedgehog we
I always
love
found
to
it
hate
weird
so
how
much.
in Sonic Adventure his inhibitor rings weren't even rings.
Man.
They were just
Thousands
straps.
of years
Transition.
ago, aliens that would come to be known
Alright,
as life
I like that
fibers
one.
crashed to Earth.
Yeah.
These
I like the way it
parasites
ended,
attached
at
themselves
least.
to the most intelligent
Sort of.
species they could find, humans.
And they even got humans to make them
My
into
girl.
clothes, so it was easier for them to live on us and provide viewers with gratuitous fan
Ah,
service.
ah, ah, ah.
Anyway, the life
Base.
fibers helped humans evolve
No,
more quickly and
cringe.
soon just passively
Shut up.
survived as humanity
You know I'm
developed.
right.
But some weren't content
not.
with such passivity.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
uh,
she's not
who
hot.
had access to the original
Shut up.
primordial
Oh, yeah,
life
by the way,
fibers
that's
the thing.
created
She's
on
not
Earth
hot.
so long
That's the
ago.
thing.
Oh,
Hy-
okay.
Hyper is anti-horny, by the way,
Shader's
everyone.
been experimented on that sucker
You
like
didn't need to
nobody's
share that,
business.
but okay.
They attempted
You-
to
you
infuse
kinda
fibers
shared it
into
yourself.
both of their daughters. Their first
No, I
daughter was
didn't.
too old
Right-
for the
You're
experiment
wrong.
to be a
Whatever, I don't
success,
care.
And it appeared that their infant second daughter was also a failure. So Ryūko just threw her away.
Yeah, you can just throw away babies.
Baby? Kind of reminds me of how my dad just threw away our relationship.
Oh, there.
Well,
Remember when
fortunately
Boomstick
for
said he
this
had no
child, her
feelings
father
in the
couldn't
Yoda
stand
preview?
by Ryūko's decision and rescued her, assuming the name Ishin Matoi, and raised this daughter himself.
Ah,
This is Ryūko.
yeah, my girl!
But it wasn't a picnic at the Matoi household. Ryuko and Ishin didn't always get along, so he shipped her off to boarding school to fight other people there instead of him. When she finally came home, she found dear old dad bleeding out, impaled by a weird-looking sword.
This was the first half
Eh,
of
it's
what
a
would
flesh
become
wound.
her signature weapon, the scissor blade.
Tis but a
Man can
scratch.
fight, I'm
Chose
just
Ryuko
saying.
to find whoever wielded the other half of the weapon, the one who killed him.
Ryuko might not have known it, but the scissor blades were created by her father out of life fibers.
They're actually one of the only weapons that can cut and destroy life fibers, which is important when your opponents are all using, you know, life fibers.
Say we take a shot every time we say
Conveniently
life fiber,
covering his
but
balls.
you'd definitely die, Wiz. And do not try that at home. Anyway, with the quest of revenge and half a scissor blade, she started hunting down her father's killer. But she couldn't do it by herself. So she found a skimpy sailor suit to help her out. Yeah, here's that fan service thing I was telling you about.
This is Senketsu, a living suit made
I'm
from
glad
life
there's actually
fibers,
a
also
more
known as a
reason for
kamui.
why the fan
Now, there's
service
plenty of
exists.
clothing out there made with
I
some
mean,
life
yeah.
fiber, but a kamui like Senketsu
Do you
is
know-
unique
wait,
in
do
that
you
it's
know the
made of
reason?
100%
Oh, I know. I know.
life fiber. And
Yeah,
it
and
I'm
has
sure they're
I
gonna
actually
say it.
like how the
living
fan
suit.
service is actually important to the plot.
These assassins can't hear me.
Oh,
That feels nice.
yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Senketsu is
Wear
great.
Senketsu, as they have to successfully bond with him for the process to work.
Bleh,
For Ryuko,
bleh.
she absolutely could, in no small part thanks
Look,
to the
while the
life fibers
powers and stuff are
infused within
cool,
her body
drinking your
when
blood
she
is the
was
most
an
painful
infant.
stuff ever.
Yeah,
Not
she
worth
doesn't
it.
feel anything. Neither does Satsuki.
Yeah, they don't, but I don't think most, I don't think others, a normal person would be able to handle that.
Senketsu can
I think the
absorb
previous
other
done
life
already.
fibers to increase his own power, allowing him to transform to gain new abilities.
His Senjin form makes him super spiky, and his Shinju form turns Ryuko into a badass fighting rocket.
He's also able to combine both the Senjin and Shipu forms for more versatility. Admittedly though, each of these transformations comes at a cost for Ryuko as they're fueled by Senketsu consuming her blood. This
Yeah.
is most dangerous in his Berserker form that occurs when Ryuko gets too upset and Senketsu
They mentioned
loses
it.
control. If not stopped in
They're
time,
not
she
using it,
could
okay.
die
Well, that's
yeah, cool.
expected.
Much blood loss.
Alright, we're done.
Weird,
Alright.
weird.
Yeah, we're
That was a
done.
weird time to put it in the corner, but
Turns into his Kisaragi form. It's way more powerful and uses even more of her blood. What's the deal?
So it's a
Is
weird time?
Senketsu a vampire?
Well, a
Yeah,
popular
they
theory
just like
suggests that
sort
it's
of
all
used, they just
metaphor
popped
for
it up like
puberty.
right now.
Senketsu pulling out Ryuko's
That would be
blood
like at the
symbolize
end.
menstruation,
Alright.
and the skimpier outfits visualize acceptance of sexuality and adulthood, except she's a teenager who already went through puberty.
Wiz, do you have
That's
a
a
daughter?
theory.
No.
I thought so.
theory.
Fiber DNA means she has crazy abilities on top of Senketsu's transformations, like insane
Oh!
super fast
Ooh.
healing.
Life fibers restore
Wait,
themselves
they're
so
saying
that
Kisaragi's
Ryuko's body
standard.
starts regenerating
Oh.
before a blade has finished cutting through her.
Okay.
Unless someone is quick enough to cut through her
Really?
body before this regeneration begins,
Huh.
she can survive almost anything.
okay.
She's been
I think I
stabbed
saw
in
I don't-
several
I don't know
times,
what that-
Similar to
including
that.
completely in half, and even had her heart ripped out of her chest. Can we get this chick as the next guest character in Mortal Kombat? I mean, they're taking basically
Yeah.
anybody these days.
Shang Tsung,
Her
the
Yes.
best guest
incredible.
character.
At one point, she had to black
God,
out
don't
the
remind me of that.
life fibers surrounding the entire planet. Life fibers are
Yeah,
stated
I
to
don't
be
buy
harder
this
than
shit.
solid steel. So to pull this off, she must have struck with a force equivalent to over 650 exatons of TNT.
Oh, they spelled it right that time.
Take a hit that strong
I
too.
calced it
But
once.
with all
I think
these
I got something
powers and
similar.
more, Ryuko finally
Nice.
found her father's killer.
And completed the
My
binding
arms.
scissors.
These swords can casually cut through skyscrapers and have some super forms of their own. Decapitation mode extends the blades for better slicing and dicing, while alumni mode makes them so gigantic they impact the freaking earth. What is this show?
Ryuko, one scissor blade is normally about 2.5 feet long. Scaling up,
Wait, what?
alumni mode appears to be about 1,017 times larger, weighing well
Okay.
over 3 million tons.
Hmm.
If you have a pair of normal scissors at home, imagine lifting 50 billion of those all at once. That's what this is like.
She can slice through 200 tennis balls.
I'm glad they
5
actually count
times
that.
each in less than a second, which us in the scientifically community call fast as f.
Or 8,000 times faster than sound. And she rocketed into the atmosphere
Yeah.
in less than 18 seconds, which means her flying speed can reach Mach 500.
Wait. Why is everyone naked?
Because this is Kill a Kill.
Dedicating herself to
You don't
revenge
question
for
this.
So long, and yet saving the entire planet, she had become something unexpected. A hero.
Oh, that was nice.
All right.
I like the way that ended.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Run the data through all
I like the way that ended.
Yeah.
Shadow and Ryuko are always ready to perform.
Shadow's like,
Make sure
you.
Oh God, not why
My
did
wife.
why did you did you hear that segue?
Wait,
Wait,
what
Wait, what
was
did they say?
These
What'd
two
they
are
say?
always ready to perform. We want to make sure you are.
And Blue Chew has
Wait,
you
what's
covered.
Blue
With
Chew?
their chewable tablets,
Viagra.
Blue Chew is making waves and bringing more confidence.
Online prescription service that delivers
God.
the same efficacy as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form.
Oh,
Ugh.
it's,
For the cost.
yeah,
All
it's
this
not
with no
gonna be
visits
used
to the
so.
doctor, no awkward
Big shock of the
conversations,
century,
no waiting in line
boys.
at the pharmacy, just a discreet
Wow.
package
Who would've
right to your
guessed?
door.
Blue Chew's
Don't
tablets
worry,
are
Mountain
also
Shadow,
free.
boys.
It helps men gain
Ryuko got this. I totally believe in
Adam
him.
will be
And the
correct.
process is so
He will be the
simple.
only one
All you have
correct.
to do is sign up at BlueChew.com,
I believe in
consult with
him.
one of their
He will be
licensed
happy.
medical providers to help you find the right
Oh, did
ingredient
someone
and
vote
strength.
for
And
Ryuko
once
in the
you're approved,
blog?
you'll receive your
Adam said that like he's betting on
prescription
Ryuko just because he hates Shadow. I think he just wants to be funny. I think he's saying I
No,
can't
he
wait
did it.
Shadow.
No, he did it for the meme. I'm pretty certain he did it for the meme.
All right, then.
Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com promo code BATTLE to receive
Fight
your first
time.
month free.
Let's get it.
Thanks, Blue Chew,
Oh.
for sponsoring the show.
Okay.
Right now, it's time for a
All right.
Death battle. All right.
Boys,
Sorry
it's
if I scream
time.
a lot. Ah. Ah.
Hey, you cut me off, asshat!
Who cares? Ryuko, maybe we should.
Oh yeah?
Hit and run.
This is probably my favorite hand-drawn thing in any DB.
Yeah.
I love the way it looks.
This is a huge step forward for them. It's really good.
Alright, now and then.
I mean, to be fair, it's a little bit like it wasn't like
Yes.
fully original, but
I think he did from memory or whatever.
if that's the case, then that would be badass.
God dang.
And preview ends. All right.
Preview's over. Let's go.
Chaos control!
he did the thing.
All right.
Oh man.
Oh,
This is really cool.
the puppet on animation on Ryuko.
You should anticipate him instead.
No shit, stupid!
Yo!
God dang. Ooh.
Oh, she broke his bike.
He said damn. Wait. Yes.
Did your mom pack a sword for you?
Yes. They're giving him the sword.
All right, let's just.
Careful.
Oh!
That hurt.
Have a little faith.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yo!
Oh man.
Time to end this. Behold my power.
He's so hard. Come on.
Yes. They're doing it.
I mean, of course they're doing it.
Yeah. Baker.
Yo!
This looks incredible. Oh my god. They're in space. Let's go.
Scissor blade! A left
They're doing it.
What are
They're
they
doing
doing?
it.
Yo!
You called this. We told
They're
this.
doing it. Yes.
You're a dipshit!
Oh,
They're doing the thing.
wait. She said the thing.
Oh wait, she said sayonara.
Shut up!
He's done with that.
Yo!
Chaos blast.
Yo! Yo!
I'm the coolest.
Greatest episode ever. Fuck. That's my favorite episode. Fuck.
that was real good.
That was my
With
favorite
Senketsu,
episode.
Scissor blades and her
Uh,
Ryuko was definitely a match for Shadow at first.
Awesome strength combined with her insane endurance. Space form Shadow
Well,
was in a lot of trouble. But even then, it wasn't a surefire win for the rocket chick.
Outside of
That
his
was
super
so
form,
fucking
Shadow
cool.
never withstood anything on the scale of Ryuko's hole in the life fibers surrounding Earth. At her maximum power, she could have easily dealt a killing blow if she could catch him. Shadow could keep
Yeah.
up with Sonic the Hedgehog, whose race against a black hole proves he can move over 260,000 times faster than sound. Far faster than anything Ryuko's shown, and more than quick enough to slice through a life fiber before it has time to heal.
Once the red and black Hedgehog turned red and blue, Ryuko didn't really have a way to take him down. I mean, Super Shadow's Chaos powers use all 7 Chaos Emeralds, which can move pieces of the Earth around.
Considering
Yeah.
its total mass and the speed at which each piece was moved, this would require exerting energy equivalent to 1.6 decillion joules, which
Oof.
translates to over 2,800 zetatons of TNT.
That's a
Yeah,
ton
there-
of power.
Yeah.
A lot more than
Oh,
Ryuko's
Solaris.
can
They
take.
mentioned Solaris.
Even 1 Chaos Emerald
There
is
we
enough
go.
to match Ryuko's
Okay.
best.
Yeah, I
And
expected that.
considering Shadow can match the power of an emerald when he takes off those inhibitors, he had better odds of winning even without going super.
Ryuko put up an amazing fight, one for the ages, but Shadow's unmatched power and speed proved too much for Our Lady in Black
Short
and
of verdict,
Red.
but
Hey, he's
quick to the
pretty beat
pace.
up
I like
about
it.
too. You know what
Yeah,
he said when
it's
he
not
was
that
asked
complicated
what his
anyway.
favorite anime is?
I like
Yes! Yes!
It's canon.
What's the
It's canon.
Hedgehog couldn't be overshadowed.
I don't know if I'd call it canon, but we can imagine that it is.
Thanks for watching.
Favorite
Stay
episode.
tuned. We'll be
Yes,
talking about the next
that
matchup
was
next
awesome.
week.
Holy
You can
has
always get
been
more
top.
Death Battle
I don't
right
care.
now by clicking one of those boxes right
Whatever.
over there, and by downloading the battle.
Also, what is this next
Bye.
episode? I can't imagine.
You literally just said hyper. You literally just
before
said-
recording, I was literally saying, hey, what if the next episode was a Mortal Kombat fight? Cause I don't want it to be that, because that would be boring. And it's Doom. And I said, I don't want it to be Doom, especially because I already know Doom's going to be in this season. I want to have it be a big reaction. I want to be something unexpected. And I want to be, nope, of course, it's always Doom. It had to be Doom. It had to be Doom. Of course.
So that's 3 of the revealed characters right out of the gate. Which is a little bit surprising.
I mean, I guess because there's only 16 episodes, so...
True. But even
Why do
I wanna
they...
get
Why?
Alright, so I want to get some negatives out of the way for the fight. I think the killing blow could have had a bit more impact. Like Shadow kind of said Chaos Control a bit too softly, I think.
yeah, Chaos
I think it should have had some more weight. Other than that, 10 out of 10. Favorite fight, favorite episode, I fucking loved it. Everything I hoped it was. I loved it.
It was definitely cool.
At least in one of my favorite 2D fights ever. I fucking loved it.
I absolutely liked it too. This was definitely like all the concerns I had were all fulfilled, and it was so good. I loved it. This was really well made.
I really liked it. I like the analysis. I like how they both ended, like, particularly Ryuko's. I like how they ended for Ryuko's, like, she ended up being something none of us expected, a hero, and I thought that was nice. I really liked that one.
I mean, yeah.
And but the fight, I loved it. I adored it. I thought it was amazing.
If you're interested in my
I wanted a lot of the stuff. I was so happy when I saw alumni mode. I didn't think we were gonna get that, but I'm really happy.
Yeah,
we
you
got
were
that, especially
again,
with Kisaragi.
like I said, I feel like that's one of the biggest cinematic things that she has. So,
But just I really love I think that might be one of the most hyped endings in all of DB for me. I really thought Shadow. I think Shao turning back to Sayonara is one of the most satisfying things in the entire series. I loved it. It's I really, aside from just like I think me thinking the killing blow could have had a bit more impact. I really can't think of anything wrong with the fight.
But yeah,
think
we
it's just a 10 out of 10.
we now have a
They literally gave him everything of the cool stuff. They let him have the sword. They let him go with Super Shadow along with Kisaragi.
They gave him a gun.
They let Ryuko use her shape-shifting stuff with Senketsu instead of just swordplay, and I really like that. And
they gave him a gun.
And I like the dialogue. Shao didn't talk much, but I really liked some of the dialogue. Like the trash talking was pretty nice, and yeah, I really liked this episode. I thought it was fantastic, and I think maybe it's just biased or hype right now, but I definitely think it's somewhere in my top 10 at the very least, and probably my favorite episode ever. But I'll have to settle on it more. I need to probably just settle down on the hype. But
you know, as strange as it
enjoyed
is, I still don't really like the matchup, even after watching the whole thing. But it's probably one of my favorite episodes.
Hey, that's a
I think it might be.
that's a
I think it's definitely my favorite Sonic fight now. Definitely my favorite Sonic fight, at least.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, no, this topped Wally Archie. Yeah, for me, definitely.
I love the fast-paced action. That's what I wanted the most. Like just fast-paced. You don't get any breaths aside from maybe the ending. Yeah, it's fucking great, and I loved every moment of it. It's definitely one of my favorite episodes, and probably my favorite. I really enjoyed it.
No,
I'm
you
glad- I'm
sound
glad
so dramatic about it.
No. I know. I'm just really happy.
No, fair enough.
I'm glad it was the best episode. It was everything I wanted, and I'm glad it happened, and I'm glad it was this good.
Yeah, and ultimately, yeah, I'd say it was as good as this episode could have been. Again, probably one of my favorites. Yeah, just in general. And when I say that, I mean the entire episode, not necessarily the animation, but the animation is definitely up there too.
Yeah, and no, definitely for me personally, this was easily the best Sonic episode. A huge dub
Yeah.
for Shadow and him. They did everything everyone wanted them to do, and then some, and it was so good.
And in the
And this
animation,
was the
in the animation, they didn't use the hero in dark forms, but I knew someone who was saying stuff along the lines of he wanted to see it at least acknowledged. I was surprised that they did.
it got all the expectations right, and I'm very happy with how this turned out. Awesome episode.
Yeah.
Anyways, the next time I could care less about.
You might tell that by the fact that we haven't spoken about it yet.
No, I'm okay with it. I'm just not joining the blog.
I'm not joining anything because I don't care. I like Doom, I like Lex, but I don't care about that match. Lex had a god tier episode. Why did he need to come back? I don't get it.
This is the first time in a while where I'm just thinking about it. I don't actually know enough about the matchup to say who should win. If I had to guess, I would say Lex, but I know Doom is one of the most broken Marvel characters too.
I'm not sure. That could go either way. Maybe Lex, maybe Doom. I wouldn't be surprised either way. I'd be happy if Doom won. I wouldn't be surprised if either won. Maybe Lex because DC. But whatever. But whatever. It's whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're just gonna get this out of the way, I guess. But hey, maybe they can turn it around and they can make it an awesome episode because these first two episodes were really good, and maybe they can keep up this consistent quality because so far these have been pretty bangers. Yeah, that's basically all I got.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to add. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Well, yeah, if you guys like this video, you can like. If you didn't, dislike. But either way, we'll see all of you in the next video.
I know you say that, but like, come on,
It's my thing.
Literally,
It's my
Ryuko's
thing.
Only chance of winning. Ryuko's only chance of winning is if, and like literally in the media blog that they
It
gave us here, they
is.
just regulate if to a joke, like El Daniel Gates.
No,
It
Shadow.
is.
See, Ryuko's gonna cut off Shadow's shoes. Easy, GG's.
Cut off Shadows. What?